There's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's to the 30. It'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Prescott off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Off the play fake, Prescott. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Prescott to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
second and a yard at the 2-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Olszewski now to return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And trouble trying the middle here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Prescott dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Touchdown, Raiders! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers, his throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught by Hooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Rodgers.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Smith catches left side.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action now. Prescott. Catch made by Slayton. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Raiders place it.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. He'll get it inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Eric Silver from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. They got his man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 38, Broncos 28. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. No, Prescott here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.